if the hacker is not dumb, usually they're not dumb. It's close to impossible. The money that's been hacked are almost irrecoverable. You just have to accept it. I've worked a little bit for Ukrainian government, built the cybersecurity center there.
Do you find that there are some exchanges that still do not take security seriously?
Oh, yes.
Do you feel that cyber threats, maybe in the next few years, will grow exponentially?
It's always cat and mouse game.
And joining us now is Dyma Budorin, co-founder and chairman of Hacken, a leading blockchain security and compliance firm established in 2017. Thank you so much, Dima.
Thank you. Thank you.
Could we first start with your interest in cybersecurity and blockchain auditing?
Yeah, so I started 18 years ago at Deloitte. So was eight years there. Then worked a little bit for Ukrainian government. I built the cybersecurity center there, and we in 2017 um, we participated as still working for government in pitching competition with the idea of tokenized bug bounty platform, and we won 33 bitcoins. And from the stage, the guys offered us $500,000 if we make an ICO. Innovate small but very healthy ICO back in 2017.
How do you envision positioning Hacken as the go-to trustworthy provider for Web3 security, especially with rising hacks and threats?
We are humble, but we already have worked with a lot of very big names. It's easier to say with whom we didn't work in the industry. Um, I guess our work, our quality, our approach, like that we offer our clients end-to-end security. So it's not just a smart contract. We are trying to explain all the possible risks to our clients, what can go wrong, what can happen, and give them the solutions that can prevent them from losing their assets. Maybe this is what differentiates us. And yeah, we have a word of mouth so that companies are recommending us to their partners and friends.
Do you find that there are some exchanges that still do not take security seriously?
Oh yes, absolutely. That's it. It's like taking a security seriously. Exchanges are doing, again, generally anybody like he's doing because of the three reasons. So first reason, uh you got hacked. In crypto, most of the cases it's already too late because you not like in Web2, you get hacked, some data is leaked, no worries about it. And in crypto, you're losing money, so it's way more. The consequences are way worse. Then the second is regulatory requirements. In crypto, exchanges are not regulated. The global platforms are operating without any regulation in most of the cases. Yeah, there are local licenses sometimes exchanges are getting, but there is no global regulation. So, and the third one is when they start to lose revenue, when they start to be when they start losing competition. And here we at least have CoinGecko, and their trust score. So, and luckily CoinGecko have, like the security um, metrics for the exchanges, and yes, the exchanges who want to have a good trust score, they have to comply with all these requirements, and this is a driving force right now for a lot of exchanges because seriously, we have this, like, especially tier 3 uh, uh, tiers, or tier 2, tier 3 exchange. They are like in a survival mode, and they are saving money on security, and and they've been hacked so many times already. So yeah, of course, exchange would be hacked every month, at least one.
Would you say that perhaps exchanges, especially those that do not have proof of reserves, is that a big indicator of a exchange that is not?
It's not true. No, it's what indicator um is like stating a fact that we are fraudulent exchange. Like the proof of reserve is a minimum transparency disclosure that exchange should do for their customers. First of all, also I would like to uh, define the word what is exchange. Because in reality, maybe we have 20 exchanges, 20, 30 exchange, or that are on the CoinGecko lists. KuCoin is one of it, definitely. And the other ones are brokers. The reality why lots of um, exchanges are not doing proof of reserves is simply because they are sending the user tokens to other exchanges so that they have a proper order book. And users don't even know about it. And that's uh, in the best case scenario. The reality scenario is that they're not just sending your tokens to other exchanges so that they have a proper order book. They are sending you tokens and selling and paying the salaries, marketing campaigns of, I don't know, football stars, so to keep showing that they are alive and doing good. So, um, so yeah, absolutely, never use exchange, and deposit your money, if they don't do proof of reserve. So, and again, it's like proof of reserve is good, is great, but still it's not the level of assurance that financial audits are providing, and how they are digging very deeply into exchange financials, liabilities, assets. And I want to see the crypto starts a new narrative that uh, communities demanding financial audits from the top players. This is what we do need, because there, there is a lot of fraud and manipulation, unfortunately, still in crypto.
What would you say in the past 5 years? What were the biggest security breakthroughs as far as like innovation to help protect these exchanges? And perhaps what do you see in the next 5 years? How security mechanisms can support greater efficiency for these platforms?
I think on-chain monitorings are a little undervalued, um, in terms of how they can prevent from hacks, and uh, if it's working in the combination with the circuit breakers. Circuit breaker is the automated pause of protocol of the product if it recognizes some malicious activity. So, for example, the hacker starts the flash loan attack on DeFi protocol, and uh, flash loan usually is a repetition of the actions in one block or like few blocks. Um, so once the on-chain monitoring recognizes that there is a smart contract that wants um, to to execute some actions on your protocol, it can timely block both the integration, and it can pause the liquidity, so saving the liquidity. So it's a good thing. But I think some of the innovations are coming, and I want to talk about one innovation that I really love. So um, so we offer to our clients to run uh, our take 10% of the fees that they paid to us and put them for so-called security pool. And this pool will be limited in size, limited in time, and we make sure that people who put money in this pool, they got 100% yield, well, something close to that or even bigger. But what's the trick? This pool will be a bug bounce deposit, and just after our security assessment, with the same scope, uh, hackers from our bug bounce hacking proof will look at this code as well after us, and if they find a critical vulnerability, they will get all the pool, get all the money and yield. And the guys who put money in this pool, they are losing money, but if the hackers didn't find anything, they got pretty decent yield. Super. And we started to offer to this to our clients, and it worked pretty good. Uh, there was a case when we missed a critical vulnerability, but that's the reality. No one can guarantee in the smart contracts 100% accuracy. That's why we are always saying you need to have layers of security. Smart contract is just one of the layer. And but then we started to offer to our clients, not to our clients, but those where we lost the deals. If they want to also check, run this short bug bounty on their on the audits that they did in with other clients, and very quickly we got the response because it's a good thing. It's saving money of the clients from freezing them on the bug bounty. So they liked it, and we got 3 in a row third-party audits where our community started to look for the bugs, and 3 in a row hacker community found critical mistakes in those assessments. And our community, all of them, they lost money. They were quite unhappy. From our side, we were happy because we proved that it's working, that hackers helped our clients to find and prevent them from being hacked. Of course, we were sad about community, but from this situation, the community said, guys, we want to, this product is nice, we love it, but we want to have an opportunity to bet on hackers. And this is how we say, oh, okay, so we can do a prediction market on the quality of security assessments and bet on hackers, bet against hackers. That's fantastic. We love it. So yeah, this is something that's it's innovation in the business model, yeah? And that's why I love crypto. That you can design any business model and test them, and yeah, this is something we are working on, and this prediction market on security audits will be released in few weeks, in 2 weeks.
Perhaps for our viewers and listeners, just thinking of the scopes of hackers, is it easy for people to actually identify and verify the source of the hacker? Because sometimes I imagine that hackers will leave a false trail, perhaps confuse people who are trying to find where they came from. Is it actually possible to um, guarantee the source of these hackers?
If the hacker is not dumb, usually they're not dumb. It's close to impossible to find source. So they usually use drops, and they easily can bypass KYC, uh, even from the best KYC providers. So, and yeah, I mean, like in many cases, hackers are using uh, using the exchanges, and not only like centralized exchanges, but also hybrid exchanges to laundry the money and hide trail. To be honest, the statistic is that the money that have been hacked are almost irrecoverable, and the number of cases that's like the number of victims of hackers and fraudsters and scammers is so big that um, that cyber policemen they uh, their lists of the cases, unresolved cases, is just growing and growing and growing. Um, so so in crypto, if you got hacked, you just have to accept it. Unfortunately, the chance to find the money or to get money is super minimal, and you will just waste time and efforts and maybe even health thinking that you have a chance. No, then 99% that's shit. Don't have a chance.
Do you feel that cyber threats, maybe in the next few years, will grow exponentially? And
No, I don't think so, to be honest. No, we will, like, generally, the, it's always cat and mouse game. Yeah, hackers, black hat hackers always find some new ways to attack, to scam people, and our job is to know the new type of attacks and timely explain to our customers how to be protected from them. So I don't think I hope the opposite, to be honest. I hope the opposite that there will be less and less. And hacker like exchanges and KuCoin, for example, is already a very mature and solid exchange in terms of security. And hackers also are human beings, lazy and you know, and they don't want to spend time and efforts on attacking mature projects, um, even if the reward is bigger, because the chances are very low that they will succeed. So they are attacking people and they are doing lame phishing campaigns on individuals, on employees of exchange. And this, you cannot say that this is sophisticated, complicated attack, but that is what it is.
is there anything regulatory measures can do to help implement some security requirements from these types of platforms to better protect users?
Yeah, yes, of course. Well, we consult, we cooperate with ESMA, who is the regulator behind MiCA. I personally moved to Abu Dhabi because we are consulting and our due diligence partner, and we are building a product for the regulator in Emirates. Um, and I think Emirates regulatory is the most innovative, and at least is the most it listens the industry and implementing the industry advices. Because uh, uh, yeah, the but like the exchange, the regulator in most of the cases, in most of the countries, they are still far from understanding all the risks of the crypto, and they are not in a hurry, like to give clear guidance on what needs to be done, what needs to be checked. For example, and they don't do the proper scoping assessment of the company that wants to receive the license. So they don't understand the relevancy of the work. So what they say, okay, you should do some pen test reports, or you should, like Mika is saying, and Miko and Dora, you should do third-party assessments on your most critical infrastructure. But what is critical infrastructure? Um, and this is something that a lot of companies are taking advantage. So they're giving some pen test report on some parts, but regulator cannot assess whether it's enough or not, and it takes time to assess. So we need more. Definitely, the regulators needs to in the with the industry leaders, and they need to issue best practices reports and guidelines so that companies who want to get the license, they have a clear rule book. So if I'm an exchange, I need to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then they can and then it will help, because first of all it changes, and all other market participants will know what exactly is needed. They're gonna be prepared. They're gonna and the license process will be more quick. So yeah, answering your question, regulators need to cooperate more with industry players.
Is there any last few thoughts you'd like to share with our viewers and listeners?
I love KuCoin. I'm using KuCoin from 2017, from very beginning. Happy birthday, KuCoin. Yeah. We have relationship with your team from 2018, and so I'm very happy that your product is growing, changing, adapting, and you are really a top player in the industry. So hope to congratulate you, uh, even after 10, 20, 30 years. So all the best. That proof of reserve initiative from KuCoin, of course, is something that you should be proud of, because uh, this is you do what needs to be done, and this is what differentiates you from the others.
Thank you so much, Dima.